And we want all our members and the stakeholders to be protected.
Thank you, good morning. I raised two big points on the submission by my senior. And I confirm that I personally was blocked. I have just access to this court about 5 minutes just before we took to the bench. No amount of explanation would convince the police officers, fully geared with tear gas canisters, the rungus that Mr. Njenga is being faced with a charge of are now in possession of the police in attempt to protect or rather to prevent access to justice. I was blocked by the police officers. They coerced me, asking me to produce my LSK identity card. It's upon that production that I was allowed to access court. Unless the court directs that this matter proceeds in camera, a police officer cannot impose an implied camera. We are so disappointed, Your Honor, and we have instructions from our clients that we should seek for the adjournment of this matter until such a time when their relatives will be allowed to come and access and participate in the proceedings. Number two, Your Honor, the defense is ready, able, and willing to stage a protest against the proceedings of today's matter until the gates are open, or we get an explanation from the administrator or this court as to why access to justice is being barred and prevented and inhibited by police officers. Yesterday, Your Honor, you bear me witness that this court was full, the gallery was full, everywhere was full, and we proceeded in a very peaceful way. There was no fracas, there was no violation of any law, there was peace and order. What has now changed? It said that the state does not want the people to come and listen to embarrassing evidence that they have. Because this is the works of the state. The court is being sucked into the circus. The court is not part and parcel of this. But the court must stand and protect access to justice. When the Constitution speaks about access to justice is not just about access by the accused persons, but even the members of the public, because that is a constitutional decree, and a police officer in today's Kenya we will not allow police officers to abrogate the Constitution and amend the Constitution as and when they so wish. And we are therefore stating a protest, Your Honor. Under Article 3 of the Constitution, it provides that everybody has a right to defend and protect the Constitution from violation. We are not proceeding with this proceeding, and we are not intimidating the court. It's our protest against the police officers. It is not a protest against the court. It's a protest against the police officers, against the state. And we do not want to disrespect the court, Your Honor. We therefore wish that you permit us just to leave, so that we can demonstrate to the world that in this country there are some individuals who are not ready to abide by the law, despite the fact that they swore to defend the Constitution. Is this how they are defending it? And could we perhaps be wrong that we're expecting people to defend the Constitution, yet they may not have read the same Constitution? If they have read this Constitution, they must understand that access to justice is a right, that the court is the only persons who can bar that access in camera. Number 3, Your Honor, we will be ready to hold unto a protest if the commander in charge, the the commandant of the police in Nakuru is summoned before this court to come and explain why the roads have been blocked. So, Your Honor, we are ready to proceed, but we have those two issues. Because I am a Kenyan, these people are Kenyans, we must protect this constitution. It does not belong to the police. It is our work and our duty to defend this constitution. So, Your Honor, we so beseech you, because we are not able to proceed in this condition, that you allow us to leave. So as you make your ruling, we have those three requests. The first request, Your Honor, is that you order the opening of the gates to the members of the public. Number two, that you allow us to stage a protest under Article 3 of the Constitution. Number three, Your Honor, that you summon the police commandant in charge of that operation to come and explain why the gates have been locked. Thank you, Your Honor. And I don't think the DPP has any response, unless he's the one who has instructed them.
There is more submission from our colleagues who encountered similar challenge.
Yeah, I totally agree with the submissions of my two learned friends. There is obviously panic in the police force as to the way these proceedings are going. And the panic is mainly geared to instill fear and also to deny members of the public and relatives and friends of our clients to hear, as my lion friends put it, the embarrassing stance that besieged the police. Allow us not to take part in these proceedings until the issues raised by my friends about access, summons to the commandant to abide. That's all, Your Honor.
Yeah, we shall heavily protest against the DPP submissions. Unless the DPP is the one who has confirmed this, we highly protest, because this is an administrative issue. Unless the DPP submits and say that they should not access, and that they are under his instructions, then we can have him take the bite of the cherry.
Okay, let's hear what he has to say.
Your Honor, the defense is raising legitimate issues, but it appears that they are very angry. And when somebody is angry, sometimes they interfere with the logical. What Your Honor will need is directions regarding the number of people who can be accommodated in this court. As we are aware, yesterday one prosecution meeting has collapsed in February because of the conditions. We are not even myself throughout the night I have had challenges because of the conditions of yesterday. The court has a capacity, and it's up to this court to give directions on the amount of people that can be accommodated. Here are the defense has submitted on the, which is correct, that the accused person needs to have the relatives for the proceedings. But how do you know the relatives? So requiring identification, even myself, the room, when I was coming to the court, I was asked for identification. I produced the same, and I was allowed to come to court. So let us not create a very big issue out of this. All the accused persons are in court, the media are in court. So the issue of the proceedings being conducted in camera will not arise. You know, the submission on access to just bring the knife. It's not true. Because the advocates for the accused persons are in court. And another thing, Your Honor, what they are asking you to allow them to protest is not proper, but it's an attempt, Your Honor, to improperly adjourn the trial of today. Your Honor, yesterday we were in the same situation and I thought that we came to an agreement. So now we should proceed. And I think it's good also today to come to an amicable agreement on how we are going to proceed. So as to avoid Your Honor for this, if I can call them censures. The court should not be taken in circus and then by transfer. It's a matter of direction, so now we are going to proceed. No one is being barred from following the proceedings and from being in this court if the capacity of the court allows you. In addition, Your Honor, I noted also that one of our witnesses who collapsed yesterday was filmed by the media, and the clips are all over the internet, YouTube. We also urge the court to make appropriate directions on how the coverage should be done, so that we avoid the repeat of the same. We protect the dignity of the witness, our family phone, and then not the person for that reason. That being said, I request the court to just give directions on how we are going to proceed. As yesterday, the institution is ready to proceed. And we have 6 witnesses in court, Your Honor, as we agreed yesterday. That's all.
Yeah, if we had a desperate case, such as this one being presented by the prosecution, we will have all the reasons not to participate in the proceedings. So the allegation that it's an attempt to adjourn is misplaced. Number 2, access to justice goes hand in hand with the maxim that justice must not just be done, but must be seen to be done. Who is this to see the execution of justice and the delivery of justice when the members of the public have been locked out? Who is this to see? Who is this witness to see that justice has been dispensed, if it is not the members of the public? Number 2, the issue of the court capacity is an issue. If the court is not having enough capacity, then the judiciary should provide extra mechanisms of ensuring that the people who want to follow these proceedings follows it. They should put tents and perhaps TV sets for people to participate in these proceedings. Your Honor, Mr. Odiek will submit.
Just before you proceed, Mr. Odiek.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Njiru did ask me yesterday. Yes. And I want to ask you to do us today. Yes. I don't think this is an issue. I think this is an issue that we can discuss and resolve and proceed. Yes. We all understand on the direction that we're going to take. I don't want to impose any direction. I want us to get some mutual agreement as to the best way of proceeding. And just before we proceed, let me have you proceed.
Yes.
Just take a seat. proceed. For your witnesses allowed, be here. Are you permitted to address the court
Yes, Your Honor, witness.
without difficulty?
You are what?
Yes. Who are these who are outside?
Your Honor, I have no idea.
Yes.
Because as you can see, the court is full.
Mr. Njiru,
Yes, Your Honor.
your suggestion as to the expansion of the premise is well founded, but with the time you have,
Yes, sir.
that may not